In a small village in Pakistan lived a poor laborer named Hassan. He earned just enough to feed his wife and 2 children. Though life was hard, his faith was strong. Every year on Eid al-Adha, he watched the wealthy sacrifice big, strong animals as part of the religious tradition of Qurbani. Hassan longed to do the same, but he could never afford it. One year he made a heartfelt decision. Next Eid, I will offer a Qurbani, no matter what. He began saving tiny amounts from his meager income. Sometimes he skipped meals. Sometimes he walked long distances just to save a few rupees. After nearly a year, he finally had enough money to buy a small goat. Hassan went to the market and found a weak, scrawny goat. It wasn't impressive, but to him, it was perfect. He brought it home, and his children named it Nouri. The house came alive with joy and excitement. For once, Hassan felt he could join the celebrations like everyone else. But a few days before Eid, Hassan came across a young boy crying by the roadside. The child said his mother was very sick, and they had no money for medicine. Hassan took him to the clinic and found the medicine. Would cost nearly as much as he had paid for Nouri. That night Hassan was torn. Should he go ahead with his long-awaited Qurbani or help a dying woman? His wife, seeing his struggle, softly reminded him, "Maybe this is your real Qurbani. Allah knows your heart." The next morning, Hassan sold the goat and used the money to buy medicine for the boy's mother. The child hugged him tightly and thanked him again and again. Hassan had no animal to sacrifice now, but he felt a deep peace in his heart. On Eid morning, Hassan prayed at the mosque. The Imam's sermon echoed in his heart. True Qurbani is not just about animals. It is about sacrificing pride, comfort, and what we love for the sake of Allah and the good of others. Prophet Ibrahim A.S. was willing to give up his beloved son. We must also be ready to give up what is dear to us for Allah. Hassan returned home with tears in his eyes, but they were not of sadness. He had finally understood the real meaning of Qurbani. Later that day, the same boy came running to Hassan's home. His mother was recovering well, and his uncle had come from the city. When the uncle heard what Hassan had done, he was deeply touched. He came to visit Hassan and said, "A man who can sacrifice his own needs to save someone else is rare. I want to offer you a good job at my company in Karachi. I will also arrange a house for your family." Hassan was speechless. The Qurbani he thought he had missed turned into the greatest blessing of his life. His sincere sacrifice was rewarded by Allah in ways he never expected. The true essence of Qurbani lies not just in slaughtering animals, but in being selfless, obedient to Allah, and compassionate toward others. Real sacrifice means giving up something valuable for a greater purpose, especially for the pleasure of Allah and the benefit of humanity.